Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the statistics are quite compelling, in fact very compelling. Noise is everywhere and everybody can relate to it. The exposure and the control of exposure is everybody's business. At Chevron, we've used National Hearing Awareness Week to focus our efforts. We have a 20-member committee that's been working hard on aspects of Hearing Awareness Week and well and truly involved in the exercise. So our objective is to get out to thousands of employees. Basically, our objective here is in particular to reach supervisors and health and safety representatives with some important messages, and also not forgetting all those engineers and designers and others. So some of the efforts have been directed at things like the hearing safety booklet and links to internal and external resources that may be involved in these things. We've also been running presentations in the field, fit checks, laminated sheets, for example, for all seat inserts, reaching 8,000 workers travelling to Barrow Island, and a children's colouring in competition on top of that. We've had this exercise to encourage discussion about noise and hearing within family units, and some of the responses from the kids have been entertaining and informative and just wonderful efforts. In Perth, we've been looking at things like noise expos, which have been very big now for 5 years, and a variety of other items that have been part of the initiative. So I'll just run through those. Firstly, with the noise expos that have been taking place, we've had expos that have attracted senior politicians, media personalities. We've had the governor and his wife, lots of VIPs that have been part of that exercise. Also here, we've had a link with the Deafness Council of Western Australia and their affiliated charities, which include the School for Deaf Education and this 13-year-old quite outstanding student. And here we have some of the 22 organisations that have been part of the journey so far, 3 government agencies. There's also charities and companies and leading suppliers and so on. The Noise Week has also featured lunch and learns and lunch and learn events together with mini expos to present the information to the audiences there. We've been talking to and involving the master students in audiology from the University of WA and turning something like 200 of them loose on, turning them loose on 200 or so people in the Perth office. The AIOH, of course, we tie in the Hearing Awareness Week with the Sundowners, and so these are some of the characters and some of the audiences that have been part of the journey so far. And then the exercise with the West Australian, the lift out. As you can see there, we reached 650,000 people with this and some very important subgroups. So that exercise over the 5 years has been very rewarding. I should also mention that something like 100 articles have been written. We've had 26 contributors. They include the rather prolific and some would say saintly Ben Elsie in there, but and some of the products are right there. We've also had the stories carried with the Department of Mines and Petroleum with their Mindsafe publication, and also with the Chamber of Minerals and Energy with the First Watch publication. And here we have some of the engagement activities. So as you can see, employers and contractors and lots of external groups. So just looking at this then, we've had wonderful opportunity to participate with those groups. And here we have, once again, a big thank you to all of the groups that have been part of the journey so far. So stakeholder engagement then, ladies and gentlemen, is really the key. And through engagement, the deeds of a few become the deeds of many. And this brings me then to the final slide, and it was Helen Keller who said that, and she was both blind and deaf, she said, blindness separates us from things, deafness separates us from people. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a key message and why this topic is so important. Thank you.